Good evening, everyone. Here we are. All right, just about all set. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2. Back to what's looking to be, at least for now, our last episode going through Red Dead. We'll see. It might wind up taking a bit longer than just tonight, but we'll see. There's a fair chance that, like I said, we will actually finish the story of the epilogue tonight. If we do, I will probably wind up coming back to it once in a while on just sort of an impromptu stream, maybe an hour or two. Maybe we'll do some, maybe we will do some multiplayer with some of you guys if you would want to. Hey, Russell, thanks for stopping by. How's it going? If that would be the case, if that'd be something y'all would be interested in after finishing the story, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, looks like we're going to be finishing this part of John Marston's story, and a few other tie-in side things, and wandering around the world a little bit more. I know the last mission is longish, so I know I need to give I'll give it at least an hour or so at the end there to make sure we have enough time for it. So without much further ado, let's jump into things. Oh, and hold on. While it's loading, let me mess with my audio gate just a little bit. So that my chair creaking isn't coming through so much. I need to oil it. I need to re-oil it is the problem. How's this? Is that any better? Not much. Alright, well, I'll just try not to move. Anyway. Hey, Russell, doing well. Doing well. I just today finished up my last class for the semester. So we are, I am fully done actually teaching for this bizarre mess of a semester. And yeah, I think for Red Dead, I don't think I mind the squeaking so much. Maybe for Mass Effect by Monday, I should oil the damn thing. But we'll see. I do need to get around to doing that. Anyway, I'll see what I can do. Anyway, though, it was like I said, an absolute mess of a semester, but my students tended to make it tolerable. It was despite everything, I had a good time with most of my classes and most of the time. So we actually got through quite a bit in this last last couple of weeks, both before and after break. But in all my classes, in fact, and we were reading some of my favorite books. Is it what? Is everything really quiet, or is it me? Hold on. Okay, that's really quiet. All right, hold on. Let me turn up in-game audio a bit. Settings. Oh, that's right. I turned it down for something at some point. I turned it down a lot. No, I didn't. What in the world? That is bizarre. Hold on. All right, let's try this. Output headphones, yeah, okay. That's not so bad. All right, that'll work. If the dialogue is still too quiet, I will see what I can mess with to make that not be a problem. Jeez. Okay. That would be a... All right. So let's see if we can go and find Evelyn Miller again. See if he's around and see what we have to talk to him about, because I know there's more side questy stuff. Right by where's his cabin? This is his camp. Where's his? Yeah, it's down southwest. All right, let's head down to his cabin. We left off a couple of weeks ago talking to our dear author friend there, our academic who was trapped in a bizarre world of not knowing what his place was in all of this wide open world, and wandering out into the unknown, into the country, that whole thing. Okay, so hold on, Kevin. That is a series or a combination of bizarre points you have there. First of all, CJ is my wife, so she is in fact correct. There we go. And then also, Kevin, I know you're not exactly from around here, but my sultry voice is not exactly Southern by any reasonable definition, I don't think. Is that what in the world? Is that just a coyote just kind of sitting? Hi. Okay, see you later. That was weird. Yeah, I don't really think my sultry tones are all that Southern, are they? I don't know. If you insist, I suppose. I just don't quite see it as Southern so much as, I don't know, suburban Florida, which borders on just sort of non-regional American generic kind of thing. My wonderful wife says, that's it, mute yourself. No one's allowed to listen to you ever again. Put away all the streaming stuff, pack it up, it's over. We're done. Alright, well. I mean, this is just rather similar to, I don't know if any of you guys are, how familiar you are with Rate My Professors. The professor rating website, basically. I don't know how familiar you guys are with it. Oh, okay. But they used to have an additional feature in addition to, like, you know, difficulty of the class, interestingness, difficulty of grading, requirements and stuff like that. They used to also have this additional little feature, which was a chili pepper. And the chili pepper was a yes or no option for whether the instructor for the class was attractive or hot, so to speak. And my wife, CJ, or Erica, which is her actual name, Erica can tell you that she would, of course, naturally, of course, threaten students if they did not rate me as attractive, because that would be, you know, insulting, because obviously, just look at me. But by contrast, would also threaten them if they did rate me as attractive, because they're edging in on her territory. So it was a real catch-22, and it was a great system. It was a really great system. I'm being, of course, sarcastic, and I'm actually kind of glad they get rid of the damn thing. It was a little bit deeply disturbing to have that as part of your rating system. Hi, Kylie. Good evening. How's it going? Kevin says, look at it this way. You can take up carpentry with all the lost stream time. Yeah, I could. Let's see. Oh, he's just not here. All right. Well, we're going to have to come back then. Let's go camp.
All right, girl.
Let's go camp, like, right here. All right. Let's basically just run through this quest as well, because, or I guess I should say this quest line. Let's do some crafting as well while we're here, while we're at camp.
Got your hair, boy.
Oh, you got lucky there. But next time you come around these parts, you lose your top and more than that besides.
Next time I won't let myself get bushwhacked.
Mock me, boy. You weren't so brave a minute ago.
Boo!
Can I shoot him now? Hold on. When?
Wrong camper, fella.
Well, okay then. Yeah, the game's extremely quiet. Yeah, I thought so. I really thought so. All right, I'm gonna see if it's in my audio settings or something. Hold on. After I loot this guy's corpse, and this other guy's corpse, real quick. Kylie says, I think I did okay on the exam. She has to go back in to look over my answers. I will be waiting for the final score. Was this the sci-fi exam that we were talking about on Monday? Because I'm interested to hear on what that was about and what was going on there. Hang on a second. Let me just... oh, geez. Oh, it's going to do this, isn't it? Open sound settings. Hold on. I'm not sure why. This is a very strange thing to be happening. But you're right. It is very quiet. It's quiet in here, and if it's quiet for you... Excuse me, if it's quiet for you too, then... no. Oh, that's why. For some reason, I had my in-game volume turned down to 7%. All right, this will change things, and because of that, I'm going to, before we do anything, I'm going to change my in-game volume down a little bit again, so I don't blow out eardrums next time I shoot a gun. Let's put it at, like, I don't know, around here, then we'll see what's going on. All right. If it's too loud or too quiet now, let me know again, and we'll work on it from there. Sorry about that. Oh, this was the personality exam. Oh, you got a 90% on the sci-fi exam. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's great. I have been grading papers pretty much nonstop now for the last few days, which I'm not, Kylie, definitely not going to do ASMR gaming. Not happening. If you desperately want something horrifyingly resembling ASMR from me, then go watch that parody video about Good Rat. It's not ASMR, thank God, but it's me speaking in a slow, soft voice about something completely inane. Yeah, as you can tell, it's just Don't ask for such things. Please don't ask for such things. I ain't doing it. Anyway, like I said, I've been wrapping things up, grading some papers, getting some last-minute assignments in, and all kinds of stuff like that. So it is end of the semester crunch time for me, and for just as it is for some of you guys, I'm sure, or probably most of you guys. Ooh, Erica says maybe I should start a streaming channel. Not that I'd ever be able to do updates to update it. Go for it, huh? I mean, I would say you can borrow my webcam, but your laptop has one. This is probably better, so you can use it. Just saying. Or hell, we can just alternate off on this channel, and you can use mine. Sharing audiences, that kind of thing. We'll work it out. You can't just say that. Okay, so let me clarify what is being said in the chat. My wife did not grade assignments for me. She checked the boxes for complete, incomplete assignments. That's what happened. It's something the computer could do, but for some reason the computer doesn't want to do. it's not something that relies on my expertise, which, admittedly, to be fair, I'll be honest, given how much I yammer on about this stuff, Erica has more expertise on the subjects that I teach than most of my students do. So, it's because she's effectively been to all of my classes, given how much I talk about it at home, unfortunately, for which I always apologize. But I do insist that she could do a decent job, or probably a very good job as a grader, TA, to be perfectly upfront about it, Erica, you've definitely had more expertise on the subjects that I teach than I did when I started teaching them. So, just saying. Kylie's saying merch. With all the worst intro for papers, I really do want to put that on a mug. In fact, like I said, I was teasing at the end of Monday's stream. That I was coming up with a sort of funny, kind of lighthearted video on. It's on writing. It's on bad paper intros. So look forward to that soonish, as soon as I figure out how to edit it properly. Or Eric can figure out how to edit it properly. That might be a thing. She can do that. I'll talk to you later about it to see if you're willing to do it, and we'll put it together. Oh boy, yes. So yes, I did. I had another awful paper today. It is very true. It was, and yes, Erica, that is very true. Erica says I can't actually grade his stuff. I'd give everyone Fs. Yeah, I know, but your standards are higher than mine. You being an English major type, you have much higher standards for these sorts of things. The paper that I just today gave a 25% to, I'm sure you would have given a 0, and I maybe ought to have, given circumstances. But it's one of those cases where, okay, so I'll let you guys in on a little secret. We teachers, instructors, that sort of thing. We know the tricks. We really do. There are some various annoying tricks that students will do to sort of get through or get around our things like plagiarism checking and all that kind of thing. How about we do rifle cartridges? Plagiarism checking and stuff like that. One of the latest tricks, which, to be fair, is actually a little bit difficult to catch. It's difficult for a computer to catch, but it's very easy for someone actually looking at it who knows anything about anything to catch. And it is word scrambling, or word substitution. So you basically just run the entirety of your paper through a thesaurus to switch out words. The trouble is that it comes out as borderline incomprehensible, because most of these word swappers are not very good. They don't speak any kind of proper language. So if you're going to copy something from somewhere and then, change words around so the plagiarism detector won't catch it, yeah, okay, great, but I'll catch it because I'm not an idiot. And so will all of the rest of your professors because they're not idiots. So the thing with doing this is that it turns out some of the most unreadable, and in some cases just comically bad papers you will find. Now, in this case, frankly, I'm not convinced this is what happened. I'm not actually convinced that this was necessarily a word substitution kind of thing, which is why I oh wait, I need to sleep. Hold on. This is really multi-step, isn't it? I'm not fully convinced that it is a word substitution type of thing. I think it may just have been an attempt by a student to sound more academically and intellectually sophisticated than they could, and it turned into just a garbled mess. This is it's not necessarily an indicator of plagiarism. Sometimes it's just an indicator of bad writing. And it strikes me as this may have been what it was. Right. But no, it was atrociously bad because it was a lot of sort of word substitution or just poor attempts at using what was obviously meant to appear as sophisticated language. To the point where it became basically incomprehensible. I could not understand most of what was trying to be said in this paper, because this is the kind of thing that happens when either desperation sets in. I gotta go the other way. Either desperation sets in, or when students think that they need to sound a certain way in order for their paper to appear academic. It's better to just write how you are going to write. No, it's not good. Actually, you know what? I do need feathers. I need owl feathers for crafty things. Why am I doing this now? Whatever. All right, so go back and read some of these chats, because there's been a lot of them, apparently. Kylie says, I love reading bad intros. It's always entertaining. It really is. Once saw a short answer where the student tried to bribe the professor with a picture of a taco and a soda, because they forgot the answer. I can respect it, but I wouldn't take it as Erica might. I mean, actually getting the taco and the drink, I guess maybe, but probably not. What in the world? Where is Mr. Miller? Am I going to have to, camp for another 24 hours? What's going on here? All right. Well, what else is there? There's stuff I haven't explored down south, but I don't want to do this, because this is actually the last quest. It's actually the last quest. I don't want to finish this yet. You know what? I'm just going to ride around for a little bit, talking, reading chats. I'll go to Valentine and back. How about that? I like Valentine. Oh, here's what I'll do. I haven't been up this way. I haven't been up this way. So I'm going to go up this way, and then I'm going to come back. By then, hopefully, Mr. Miller will be back, and we can talk to him again. All right. If we run into random events on the way, then all the better. We will run into some random events on the way. Maybe we'll even run into the Trapper. I think he's up there somewhere. He goes up that way. Anyway. Moving in a little bit, continuing on in the chat. Erica says, if we were to have a channel, what would my avatar be? What should the channel be named? I need ideas. So, if anybody has ideas, go for it. I mean, yeah, the paper probably was word scrambled or word replaced or whatever, but let me give you a sample while we're writing. Let me give you a sample of the paper. I'm not going to read the whole thing on here, but I will read I'll read part of the first paragraph. How about that? Just to give an idea of what we're dealing with. This is not one that I'm actually going to put on my collection or my document, just because it's just incomprehensible. It's not the kind of bad introduction that I'm talking about. So, this is a... What? Oh, never mind. Hold on. Give it a minute.
Don't get skittish, girl.
No, you don't. Oh my god.
Go! This is where you die. Deliver it!
Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Alright. Okay. Let's loot all these guys. I love how you guys in my chat are negotiating on the price in tacos of a passing grade. That doesn't seem very ethical, I'm just saying. Especially given that, you know, presumably this would be for an ethics filter. I don't know. Yeah, I mentioned to WizKid, Kevin, that I forgot to make horchata last night. I'm gonna have to do it Sunday night for Monday's stream. Yeah. So I will make horchata. I'll do it probably Sunday night if I remember. If I forget, anyone feel free to remind me. Erica most particularly because, you know, you're right in there and you're very close to the kitchen where I will be making it. So feel free to remind me to make horchata Sunday night. Or Sunday during the day. I could also have some during Sunday, you know, throughout the day. It would be very good. Yeah, I can't really do it now. It does take pretty much overnight. It needs to soak. It soaks, basically. It steeps like tea. And it's, like you said, Saoirse will wake up almost certainly with the blender. So I don't want to do that. She's just getting to sleep. Alright, what else? Yeah, it is, I always, if you're going to make horchata, I always will say, use cinnamon sticks, not cinnamon powder, because the powder just kind of gunks it up. It's pretty bad. What in the world? No. What's happening there? That was weird. That was weird, John. That is true. I did not yet help clean the kitchen. Maybe after the stream. We'll see how, we've got to get up pretty early, but I should be able to, we should have time to at least clean up part of it. I think that's it. Just some guy. All right, cool. Let's keep moving on. That was quite the bushwhack we just suffered. 2 in a row. One while traveling, one while at camp, which was just silly, really. Oh, Kylie says we had hot cocos for the movie night. Watch Christmas Chronicles. I've never seen, or I don't even know if I've heard of Christmas Chronicles. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've heard of that. Let's go cinematic for a bit. Keep talking about some stuff. Ooh, John's getting a beard. Gotta have to trim that a bit. All right, so let me see. While we're trotting along. Ooh, there we go. All right, so let's see. Let's see what this. All right. Yeah, see, this is the part that makes me think parts of it were word substituted. For example, the title, the official title of our class, for some perspective, is Encountering the Real Faith and Philosophical Inquiry. It's my philosophy of religion class. It's got a long title for some reason. So it says, since our class is about confidence, just as reasoning, the 2 fundamental contentions premise will be on holy trust and have faith in that God exists.
I don't care what the story is, lady. You're going in.
I'm going to read a few more sentences here and there as well once I figure this thing out. That sounds like somebody I can help let loose, doesn't it? Okay.
Get me out of this damn cave!
Easy there, girl.
What in the...
You better keep at it!
Move in, man.
Now I should probably put my mask on, even though I probably should have done that earlier.
Get him, boys. Let's get him.
Now stay there! Now look what happened.
Hey!
Oh, okay. I'll let her handle that then. Wait, the law is searching. Where? Well, in case I need to pay this bounty, I better, you know, take their cash. Alright, let's get out of here. Wait, really? I get dishonor for that. That's irritating, but okay. Let's get out of here. At least I got honor for releasing her. But, okay, whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I know I forgot to put the mask on earlier. It's okay. Whatever. It's fine. All the witnesses are apparently... She made them go sleepy time, that's all. Don't worry. Everything is non-violent and not deadly. Not to worry. Hey, look, we're in Strawberry. Let's, oh, wait a minute, okay. Yeah, we're fine. Wait, what Wait a minute. Law is searching, but how and why? All the witnesses are gone. How do I still have a bounty? This seems
He
silly.
comes to pass through the eye of a camel, and no mistake.
Hey, buddy. What's up?
I am exploding with joy, and you can too.
This is odd.
Literally explode. Because with everything I know, I am literally the happiest man alive.
Okay. Would you like to explain why?
Good morning.
Hello there.
Hi.
Many are called, but few are chosen. Blessed are the goats, for they shall be the meek of human kindness. I think.
How high
You
are
say
you?
so.
Oh, I do. I really do.
Reverend Confusedman. He does sound very, very confused here. I don't know what's going on, but alright.
Move out the damn way.
Alright.
What's
Moving.
your problem?
It's time to embrace
let's just
joy with me, Reverend Peter Fotheringham. As
Peter
I will lead you
Fotheringham.
to paradise, where we can spend eternity together.
Okay, well that's really weird and annoying.
What is that all about?
That was really weird and annoying. Alright, let's move on. I am eventually gonna have to pay the damn bounty, unfortunately, but whatever. $5. Whatever. Whatever, we're fine. Moving on. Whoop, that was close. See, if I had been in cinematic camera, I would have flipped over that cart and everyone would have died. And my bounty would have increased somehow. Anyway, let's keep going. So yeah, like I said, I haven't seen Christmas Chronicles, and I assume Kurt Russell as Santa Claus. That actually does sound really good. That sounds like it should. That sounds right. Oh, yeah, kind of like the priest from Princess Bride as well. He does. Yeah, Kylie. I can see that. I can see that. Melwich, that guy. So yeah, it's I am reading off part of this. I do think that since our class is about confidence, just as reasoning, the two fundamental contentions premise will be on holy trust and have faith in that God exists. In the event that we can, in a cautious way, think about these two contentions through the tasks we concentrate in class, just as my examination, the contention on non-evidentialist principally falls in my confidence framework, both in God and in confidence-related issues. This paper will shield my capacity by utilizing factors made through a non-evidentialist gathering of rationalists in his exposition with respect to conviction morals. I read this and I very honestly thought I might have been having a stroke. Not to minimize severe medical issues, but I genuinely thought I was losing my mind reading through this. It was really quite insane. Yeah, no, it was I don't understand how that is possible to write in that way. But again, I highly suspect word substitution. I really do. But it's also entirely plausible because I've seen people write like this when they are trying to sound academic but don't know how to do so. And I've told people don't try to do that. And I tell my students all the time, and I'll tell you all the time, don't try to do that. Do not try to sound more sophisticated than you ordinarily would when you're writing a paper, because it's going to come off sounding like that. Which is, obviously not good. Found me again. Kevin says, wow, way above my head. Big smart. Like reading Styrium Xerxes. Yeah, it is a mystical experience, that paper. It truly is an enigma to behold. But this is the kind of thing I encounter every once in a while. It's not that uncommon to get papers that are kind of like this because, again, either students are plagiarizing and don't want to get caught, so they just substitute a bunch of synonyms, or students think that that's what academics sound like, which is really troubling as an academic, to think that our papers might sound like that to some people. Right? That is kind of the impression that students get from what they read. That's a little terrifying to me. Ooh, legendary animal territory. Oh, there's too much activity. All right, no, fine. Never mind. What are you? A ram. I'm gonna go skin that. Really? What am I supposed to shoot it with? If not a repeater. Whatever. Kylie says, I basically write my papers how I would talk about the topic and then refine it later. See, it's the refining it later thing that can get dangerous. Right? And I've read your papers, Kylie, and they're not like this. Thank God. But refining it later can turn ordinary speech and ordinary writing and ordinary conversation into an absolute terrifying mess like that. It is entirely a thing that can very easily and accidentally happen. You can very quickly just turn your ordinary writing into utter gibberish like this. Ooh, Miller's back. Oh, well, let's go here, because that's gonna... Let's go back to Neville Miller, because you have to return to him a few different times, so... Let's swing by this post office to hopefully pay a bounty on the way there, and then head back. No, let's actually actually cold. I should not be wearing what I'm wearing. Winter cowboy. And let's have a bite to eat. There we go. Kylie continued, sorry. But I normally need a friend to talk my ideas out with, so no study circle or talking to the professor usually helps. Yeah, absolutely. I always encourage that kind of thing. I really do think it helps, especially if you can talk it over with, the professor who knows what they're talking about, if not the one who's going to be grading it. All of that is very, very helpful. Count says, "Yeah, teacher, why are you spouting all that gibberish?" Yeah, that's what I'm often worried about, and that's a thing that I always try and remind my students that I don't realize when I sound like a crazy person, because it's how I talk. It's how I usually talk. I use technical jargon and terminology that is alien to most people in everyday conversation, as you all on this stream well know.
Out of the damn way!
No, don't just shout at the guy I'm about to give money to. Jesus.
I'm glad
John.
you're doing the right thing.
Alright, cool. Cool, let's go.
You have a good one.
Alright, now let's go. Back to Evelyn Miller. But yeah, I think that is the that's a major concern I have a lot of times while teaching is, what if I just sound insane? Right? What if I am not able to communicate what I'm trying to communicate because it is actually, I'm going to go this way because I need to uncover a little more of this map. Let's go that way. In any case, though, right, I don't know if what I'm saying actually is making sense to my students, so it really is important that students, ask. And this goes for you guys too. If ever anyone in an academic setting says something and you don't know what it means, chances are you're not the only one, and you're not going to sound like an idiot for asking. You're actually going to be incredibly helpful to the people around you, and maybe even to the instructor, or even to the lecturer or professor or whatever. Because you're going to be helping to clarify what is and is not clear. Because we think everything we say is clear, even though it's obviously not. What is that? What is going on over there? It's weird.
Please don't delay me in
Aha.
further. I'm just a homesteader looking for a patch.
Crap, which ones are the bad guys? It's that guy.
You're gonna get it now. Oh, Lord. Dear me. Are they dead?
Yep.
Sir? I was alone in these parts and much in need of a friend. Thank you.
You'll find the rest of the folks in these parts more welcoming, I hope.
I won't let this encounter be a deterrent. I mean to settle somewhere here.
Good luck.
Alright, that's good then. I mean, he's carrying a body home with him, but that's okay. That's normal around in, the Old West. Oh, Jesus. Kylie says, I have a family of professors who have ingrained the fear of plagiarism.
Easy now.
Ooh, look, for sale. I wonder what this is. Interesting. Ingrained the fear of plagiarism into me as soon as I could write out my alphabet. Ah, good. That's a very good thing. It is absolutely a good thing to hate, to be afraid of, if only our presumed president-elect had such a fear of plagiarism. I mean, what? I didn't know this was political. What's going on? Really, though, I will say, Joe Biden has a significant history of plagiarism that is really worth looking into. Look into his the speeches that he's plagiarized, as well as the times he basically failed classes in law school due to plagiarism. It gives me reason to distrust the man. other than, being a politician. If there's anything I distrust more than a politician, it's a plagiarist. Plagiarizer? Plagiarist. I'm going to go with plagiarist. I like it. I think that's a term. Kylie continues, yeah, it's weird though, I normally am too nervous to talk to an actual professor that is writing the paper. I'd rather talk to another professor in a different subject or similar subject. And yeah, that's understandable. It's sometimes hard to see where the line is between, giving away the answer and like writing parts of the paper for you and helping you to write it yourself. Well-experienced professors who are more experienced than I am, have no problem finding this line. But I sometimes have a bit of a concern with that as well. So finding another professor to talk to is always also a good idea. So yeah, absolutely. Which is another reason why I've helped help you with papers as well, because I think it's a good idea to do that. And of course, it would be rankly hypocritical for me to say, yeah, that's a good idea. Find someone else to do it. I would be evil is the term. Eric says, it looks like the house of that wife and son of the husband Arthur killed and gave that illness. I don't think so. That was that ranch house. This might have been... No, it wasn't where they moved either. They moved to Annisburg, way over east. I don't think that was it. It might have been one of the houses where he was, shaking somebody down, though. I don't remember where. I don't remember which, or where, or why, or when.
Whoa, now.
Let's see what this is. This is a place. Interesting. What's in here? Anyone? Anyone home? There's a letter. I want to read it, but I don't want to take it. Can I put it back down after I read it? Oh, Michael's asleep on your lap. That's wonderful. Can I read it? Back in a few days, going to pick up Mildred from her mother's house. The new Mrs. Peyton. Best, Jim. Oh. How do I put it away? I mean, I don't want to take it. It's someone's note for his wife, I guess? Huh. Okay, well, sorry I took the note. I didn't mean to. It kind of bothers me that you can't just pick it up to read and then put it back, but, whatever. What's up here? Nothing of interest is the answer, it seems. Unless there is, maybe there is. Ooh, maybe there's one of those carvings up here. Oof! No, I can't get up there. Let's head back down. This looks unsafe. Ooh, jeez. I'll break my horse's leg. You can't think, have to have others do it for you. So, I mean, yeah, Kevin says when you can't think, have to others do it for you, talking about Joe Biden plagiarism, you would think that would be kind of the reason, but this isn't really, I don't think so, right? I don't think this has to do with dementia or anything. I just think it's an old habit, because these cases go back to at least the 80s, and I think further. And so it's not like this is a recent or even anything close to recent kind of thing. This has gone on now for a very, very long time. Some up there I haven't explored. Oh no, I've explored all that. What is that? There's a dead body. Oh, at the bottom of a cliff. That's rough. I don't want to mess with it. Let's keep moving. Michael's snuggly. That's good. He's so snuggly. I tell you what, Saoirse was never very snuggly, but Michael sure is. He's even clingy beyond snuggly. Saoirse was always very, very independent, so not at all. He is an adorable little sweetie. also a little mashed potato.
Heads up.
I'm going. All right. Oh, Kevin was making a quip about his general intelligence. That is true. I'll maybe do that. My point is that he's sort of always been a token politician, being rather disingenuous. Javide Bennett. He very much represents the sort of Bush Clinton political establishment, the most generic politician you can find. I moved off the road for you. Calm down. Yeah, at the picnic last Friday, not this past Friday, but the previous Friday, I had a great what I would go ahead and call old normal picnic with a bunch of my students, Kylie included, and she and quite a few others got to hold and play with Michael because he was very snuggly and wonderful and a delightful. Hi, Snake. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. It's fine.
Oh, partner!
What's this? These look like harvestable plants. What are these? Oh, they're totally not. Never mind. I was wrong. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, no, he was a delight to everyone present. I mean, it was absolutely adorable. He was making all kinds of new friends. But yeah, that also was a wonderful time. Just a nice picnic barbecue type thing, away from the chaos of the semester and universities and campuses and campus life and everything that comes along with it. All of that was just sort of put aside and just be, just kind of hang out and just relax. You know, eat some good food, or at least pretty good food. It was nice. It was very nice. Kylie says, y'all have the best kids. I will be sure to tell them, and I'll be sure to tell them that you said so, or Saoirse at least, because she will understand. But yeah, I absolutely agree. They are a delight most of the time, almost all of the time. Hey, Kevin says, I've been having some old anarchist feelings lately. Keep up the good work, buddy. Moving in the right direction. And this is a thing I'll really say, and this is something I shared on my my own personal Facebook wall, with an interview between Michael Malice and Dave Smith about red pill, blue pill type things.
Easy there.
And a lot of people will talk about how, you know, the current president and this election and all sorts of various things that happen in politics are eroding trust in the institutions and all of that. And meanwhile, I'm just thinking, well, yeah, that's the best part. Because you got people like, you know, I don't want to presume, but, you know, roughly speaking, monarchists like Kevin, who are thinking, man, these political institutions we have are absolutely horrible, and not just because they're vaguely democratic Republican.
What the hell?
It's something fundamental about what's going on here that is deeply, deeply flawed. Which, hey, good to get people to notice that, because that's a very important thing to notice. Is that there are very deep running flaws in a lot of the institutional structures and things like that. They're deeply, deeply unreliable. Also, yes, Kylie, and yes, Kevin, I smoked a turkey for our picnic and barbecue thing. I pre-did that. I did it the day before, just because.
Buddy!
Hi. What you up to?
You be well now.
All right. Anyway, yeah, that is not something that I wanted to do at the barbecue. Was smoke a turkey for 11 hours. I would have had to get there at like 4 a.m. or something absurd. So I did that the night before. Got a bullet smoker, which is one of those like upright tube kind of deals with a water bowl to keep the meat from drying out and all that kind of thing. It was turned out very, very good. I was quite pleased with it. I've since made the rest of it into soup in a gigantic stock pot that is still about a third full, with all of us eating it since I made it. Howdy.
I ain't interested in
Just
shit.
calm down.
Okay, we'll move on then. Never mind. Thought we could be friends. John is not very good at making friends with strangers in the wilderness. I don't know what's up with that. Could be the whole strangers in the wilderness carrying guns thing, but whatever.
Sir!
Either way. Yeah, I will say I do think that smoked turkey, if you can keep it from drying out, is probably my favorite way of preparing turkey. I do enjoy deep fried. I've had a fully deep fried turkey a couple of times, which is very good. Not gonna lie, it's really good. And I mean, there are really good ways of baking the thing that do keep it really good. But I still really like smoked, whole thing smoked in the smoker. Especially I do think that really the
Has God unfurled the veil of life and death, or do I lie and dream? And does the mighty
what in the world is happening here? I need my shotgun.
world of sleep spread far around its circles?
I ain't ready for that horse crap.
Wake up, sweet prince. The day is not yet born of ours.
Really come to their own.
I'll tie your skull to my pommel.
God damn it!
I want to have my moment with you, boy.
There we go.
God damn. Poor wretches you brought here.
Well, this is what would have happened to Uncle. We hadn't been there in time. Roasted victim. Damn scanners. Kylie says, we're still using our turkey too. We've done soup, casserole, bakes, all the good stuff. Yeah, we just got a very big stock pot.
Look here! Fell that man!
Alright, there we go. Jesus. Alright. Hopefully that's all of them. But yeah, we didn't actually have too much left on the carcass after you guys all tore into it pretty good, and we ate some at home too. So it was it made a good bit of soup, which realistically I should have cut the maybe like you made like half as much. Honestly, would have probably been good. The carcass didn't do too much in terms of making broth. I had to fill it in with more turkey broth and more herbs and seasonings and stuff. So I've done better as far as soup goes. But what are you gonna do? In any case, though, yeah, it was. It's smoking a turkey is really difficult because turkey tends to dry out. Turkey has a big problem with drying out. And smoking meat also tends to dry it out if you're not very careful and if you don't do it quite the right way. So putting 2 and 2 together, that can be a bit of an issue. However, if you've got a water smoker, a bullet smoker, whichever you call it, that does make it much, much easier. So long as you make sure that the water doesn't get empty. Because then you wind up with an even worse mess. Kevin says, we did a smoked turkey for Thanksgiving and a roasted duck. Ooh, nice. I agree with Erica. I love duck. I'll tell you what. The fattiness of the duck makes it one of the unrivaled meats. Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. I do love duck. It's hard to find, really. I have a hard time finding it. I've got various friends, who raise ducks, but they raise them for eggs. They don't really do. They don't really slaughter them too much, so I don't have a chance to get it. So duck is like it's poultry, so it's a lot like chicken. But it's basically dark meat all the way through, and it's much fattier than chicken. So that's really my sort of summary of duck for the uninitiated. I really love Peking roasted duck, so the Chinese style. That is probably my favorite way of having duck. Can't do it myself. I don't know how to do it myself. I've never actually cooked duck, so I would be winging it. But it's something I would definitely like to try winging.
One more time.
Just especially because I love duck a lot. I really do like it, so I would like to try cooking it myself at some point. Don't know exactly. Again, like I said, I don't know exactly how. But I'm sure I could figure it out. It can't be overly difficult. I mean, it is just poultry, so... What's going on here? What's going on here? With someone's? Okay, weird, but alright. Let's head towards Miller. Oh yeah, Morimoto at Disney Springs, get the whole duck. Kylie, I know you went to Disney Springs not long ago for your birthday. Next time you go back, Morimoto Asia. Cannot recommend their duck highly enough. It is absolutely delicious. That sounds like wolves. That's not great. Are they coming towards me? No, there's just a pack of wolves. They're over there. They can stay over there. Yeah, duck eggs are also really good. They're almost to my palate at least. They're more or less indistinguishable from chicken eggs. They're just bigger. But yeah, definitely, Kylie, go check them out. They're awesome. They have a lot of other good dishes too.
Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller, you about?
Hello, sir. I'm working, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I'm desperately trying to finish my book. It's absolute tripe, you know, but it's all I've got left.
Well,
I'm not eating, drinking liquor, or leaving this cabin until this draft is complete.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
I feel amazing! Aside from the doubt and self-loathing. But...
Oh, no.
I've seen a great beauty, John.
Okay. You take care of yourself. Get yourself something to eat.
I can't fight my own nature. None of us can.
I'm gonna leave some food for him. How about some... I have a... Oh my god, that's a lot of meat. I'm gonna leave him some big game. Kevin says also wood
Bring
duck
some food, Mr.
is a
Miller.
special thing. It's dark meat and has a distinct wild taste that I really enjoy. I would love to try it.
I'll pick it up when I finish this part.
Okay. Let's just set up camp.
There.
I have to go a little bit away from
Let's
this
go, girl.
house to set up camp. That's okay.
Almost.
Yeah, reminds me of somebody who has the thesis. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Like I said, I sympathize and empathize with this man probably more than I ought to. I get it. I really get it. That's a lot of wolves in the distance. That's disturbing. Speaking of game bird, let's cook us some. Let's cook us some bird. Also, eggnog. It is still eggnog season. That isn't ending anytime soon. Let's make some thyme mutton. Love eggnog. Yeah, over this past week or so, we've been in my various classes. We've been going through a couple of my absolute favorite books in philosophy, just sort of in general. I have them right next to me, in fact, because of course I do. I'm also, I have to say, I'm a little disappointed WizKid's not here, because I have something for him. Homing tomahawks, because that makes sense. Oh, Michael's smiling in his sleep. That is absolutely delightful. Absolutely delightful. Kevin says, I tossed back a ton of eggnog and custard before going on the diet. That is the thing to do. Make the diet worthwhile. Make it work. Make the diet work for its gains, you know? Basically, just eating and drinking. I don't know, custard, I assume solidish custard. Frozen custard or not? I don't know. Regardless. Yeah, make the diet, give it some work to do, you know? Oh, speaking of custard, I found a recipe not too long ago for a cream cake, a custard cake. It was very good. And apparently it is an old family recipe of Pope John Paul II. And I'll tell you what, I will put it in there in the description when I find it. Papal cream cake. I believe it was. Yeah, no, I know it was John Paul II. So, I've made it a couple of times, and it's very good. It's a great little like custard cake. Not little, it's a nice big custard cake. Very good. I will put it in the description eventually. It's not keto friendly at all. At all. So don't even look. Oops, what did I just do? How long did I just select? Did anyone see? Oh well, we'll find out. I guess it's like midday or something. Alright, cool, fair enough. Let's tear down our camp. Actually, wait. I guess before we go and speak with Miller, we've gotta... Let's rest by the fire a bit, and let's set up our tent. And then let's sleep for another full day. My beard is going to get ridiculous. Set up our tent. But yeah, there we go. Nice, nice, nice. Sleep till morning. If not, I'll just wander off for a little ways and come back, see what Mr. Miller's up to by then. Wonderful. Alright, I need to leave and come back, I guess. I stayed too close to his camp. So let's head off in a direction for a while then.
Good
We'll see
girl.
what's up. See if there's anything in Blackwater to do. I don't know. There's not really. In fact, there isn't too terribly much left for us that we really need to do in terms of exploration. Hanging Dog Ranch is Pronghorn. Let's go there and back. Uncover a little bit more of the map, and then we'll come back and give him some more food, shall we? Actually, let's see if we can just give him some more food now. I don't think so. Where is it? It's north of here. I don't think we can, but... Kelly says, my friend's dad works at Busch Gardens. Now, so we're thinking of going with him to work sometime over break. Nice. I have worked at Busch Gardens, but only Hallis Green. So I don't know how much that counts as working at Busch Gardens. It is a strange and different experience, but it's still like, through the same parent company, same management type stuff. That, I will say, is a wonderful, wonderful experience. And if you haven't done it, you probably should. Definitely, work at a haunted attraction if you have the chance.
Another rewrite. That's all it'll take. It's there. It's just not quite right.
Okay.
Oh.
Kevin says, I'm doing carnivore for about a month or two. Then I might have some light veggies and mushrooms. Man, I cannot... I just can't do the like really restrictive diet kind of thing.
I can't. Not until it's done.
Wanting to do more... Kylie says, I've been wanting to do more plant-based stuff so I can cut back on proteins and dairy. See, like I said, I don't know the ins and outs of most types of diets, so I couldn't. Hey, Evelyn, how you doing? How you doing? Can I give you some more food? No. All right. Well, let's go for a ride and then come back. Drop you off some more food. Erica is not exaggerating at all when she says, I just drank 2 gallons of milk a week. That is more or less, yes. To be fair, you are supplying an infant. So, you're drinking milk to provide for another mini person. So, all right, fair enough. Not that I expect you to stop this habit, just because how you are with milk, but still.
Couldn't do it without you, girl.
Horror/never broke a bone. Is that actually a subreddit? I don't actually know how the Reddit works, even though I'm the one apparently with an account, because I needed one to download something or to follow something. I don't know. And you just lurk. Anyway. Kylie says, that's a mood, lol. Milk is one of my top faves, although I've been getting into coconut milk more lately. I can get behind coconut milk. I can like coconut milk. But then again, whenever I use coconut milk, I'm pretty much just using it for curry, not just for drinking. I don't drink coconut milk, I cook with it.
No, I can't be bothered. Go away.
What in the world? You get banned from the subreddit if you break a bone. People usually announce their farewells and then get banned. What in the world? That is... God, Reddit is so weird. Reddit moment. Yeah, apparently that is a subreddit. So Kevin says, I know a guy who did really well on plant-based. I personally feel much worse on veggies and amazing on meat, eggs, and cheese. Well, that's because meat's good. Meat is good. What's this? Never been here. This is a stable? I guess I have been here. This is right by Strawberry. Here, let's switch out our horse for somebody else, because we already have maximum friendship. Yes, I agree. Reddit is a meme. Reddit moment.
What are you doing to that horse?
Fortnite dance. Or whatever.
Got some stable space for rent if you're interested.
Yes, I am. Sugar Snap. Rachel. Sneaky Snake. Rachel. Oh, hey. All of our horses we have maximum friendship with. So let's just stick with... let's go back to Rachel. Rachel's good. Good horse.
Okay. Now I'll go make the switch.
All right.
Come back anytime.
And we, of course, have room for one more horse if we find another good one. See, that sounds disturbing to me, Kylie. Kylie says, Mom and I have made a good Italian meatball-based dish with a coconut milk-based sauce. That sounds disturbing to me. Why not just use tomatoes? That's what normal people do. Normal Italians do. Well, to be fair, normal Italians do pasta, but, you know, whatever. Rachel's the horse. Rachel is the horse, to clarify. Food names was for Arthur. And I guess for John, too. We have Sugar Snap, and we have, what was the other one? Little Debbie? Rachel was John's original horse. You can't rename her. Yeah, no, Rachel was John's original horse. And she somehow hasn't gotten killed, which is nice. I think there was a body up here that I want to investigate and see what's up with. I think it's probably someone who fell down the cliff, but... No, not over here. Guess not. Maybe the wild animals took it or something? I don't know. Oh, no, it's over here. Okay. Neat. I really, like, middle of the road honor for John. That's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, somebody fell off the cliff. A whole wagon fell off the cliff. Jesus.
Yep.
I'll let the sheriff know when I get into town.
Okay, sounds good to me.
You okay, girl? Let's go.
Yeah, like I said, coconut milk for me is an ingredient in a good curry. Which I have been very gradually working on. Oh my god, what in the world? Why? Rachel, are you serious? I've been very gradually working on a good curry recipe since I've been in high school, basically. It is based on a soup recipe that I have very significantly adapted over the years.
Girl.
Works really well with lamb, works really well with beef, works decently with chicken, works great with seafood. In general, it's actually... Oh, yeah, see, like... Okay, so Kylie's talking about coconut milk, like, in a carton, like, for drinking. I'm talking about coconut milk, like, in a can. Like the juice from a coconut. Oh, yeah, green curry isn't so much my thing. I mostly like yellow curries. Yellow is my favorite color in curry. Red is good, like a vindaloo kind of thing. That's really good. A little tomato paste in a yellow curry. Yeah. I usually try and keep Vindaloo paste on hand, too, because it's a great little additive to stuff. I've also recently really started enjoying Gaoju, the Korean pepper paste stuff. Really good. Great in eggs. Great in eggs. Really good in like a week or two ago. I made a great like a Korean barbecue style stir-fried beef and like thin sliced beef and onions kind of thing. Really good. Good stuff. But yeah, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. I love how Red Dead almost always turns into a food stream. Basically just talking about food while I ride through the wilderness.
You, mister!
John is so rude. John's really rude. Anyway, what I was saying earlier, before I so rudely interrupted myself, multiple times, were the couple of books that I so greatly appreciate. Oh, can I turn in those pelts? Yeah, I'll find somebody. Kylie says, Mom says when y'all gonna cook for International Food Night, things get up and running again. I'll give it a try, yeah. Let's actually do some hunting while we're at it. Where? Okay, first of all, what legendary animal, so I know what I'm looking for. Oh, the goat. Legendary goat. What? Legendary goat. Alright, well, we'll come back for the legendary goat. But yeah, my two books that we've been reading in my two different classes, Suddenly Snow, have been, whoops. Have been these two. The Abolition of Man by C.S. Lewis. Old favorite of mine. Always loved this book. I think it's absolutely crucially important for both sort of general meta-ethics and then also for theory of education and things like that. And then Anselm's 3 philosophical dialogues on truth, on freedom of choice, and on the fall of the devil. Both are utterly brilliant. Both are way, way more important and insightful than either gets credit for. I have some pre-recorded lectures on both of these, so feel free to jump through my channel and sift through and see what you can find on them. Let's see if I can hunt that goat. But yeah, it is both of them are absolutely spectacular works of philosophy that I think, like I said, don't get nearly as much credit as they deserve in both cases. C.S. Lewis is brilliant and makes a lot of very, very insightful points that are really should be painfully obvious, but are very often discounted as just sort of tired old ways of looking at things, even though, well, they are, but that is typically a good thing, because, you know, how we try and figure things out in large part tends to, should at least, derive from an historical view. All right, let's polish up our repeater and get on and going. What is happening? All right, there we go. Let's clear up. Yeah, Kylie says, I love anything C.S. Lewis. Did you actually, for that C.S. Lewis class that you took with, was that with Novak? Did you actually wind up reading The Abolition of Man, or only something else? I suppose some other things. Oh, darn. Okay.
Okay, what's this? Still ways off, I reckon.
Alright, Bighorn Ram. Over there, alright. Yeah, the Abolition of Man as a whole book, it ties in well with a lot of his dystopian fiction, stuff like the third in his space
I'll
trilogy,
catch up to you.
which I cannot for the life of me remember the name at the moment. Not Paralandria, that was the first one. That Hideous Strength, that's it. Was the third of his space trilogy, which is which is an absolutely phenomenal work of dystopian fiction, dystopian sci-fi.
Close
Oh yeah,
now.
yeah, Kylie, that is a good question. If you've ever submitted a rate by professors for me, I've gotten a few new ones recently, and they're always good to look at. I understand that it's not a super reliable way of judging an educator, obviously. Oh, wait, is that it? What? There we go. Alrighty then. Let's skin it. Alright. I mean, you always could. You always can. Although, technically, you don't actually have to be a student to submit one, which is kind of the fault in the system. It's because you can... It's very easily manipulated by various kinds of fraud, but whatever. I have a couple of professors who... or have had a couple of professors who basically just write their own reviews all of the time, and turn their Rate My Professors page into a bit of a joke, including my the current chair of my department down at USF, who consistently every semester writes a review of himself, and back when it was a thing would give himself the chili pepper every time.
You got this, girl.
Whereas, and I think he would be okay with me saying this, but I don't know for sure. Realistically, he looks like a hobbit. So, and it's not just a height thing. It is just a general, just overall, he looks like a hobbit. Where is the nearest trapper? Legit, there is one way over there. There's one way down in Saint Denis. Is it really it? Ugh. Guess I'm going all the way down here. Fine. Well, I have a journey ahead of me, so let's go. Actually, you know what? Let's go up here first. Let's just go. We'll come back to Evelyn Miller, too, on our way to the Trapper. Kylie says it would probably be a paragraph or more, because that was one of my favorite classes. Say that. It doesn't need to be. The paragraph is fine.
Who's my girl?
That's a lot of the reviews are decently long. So
Buddy.
I'll tell you what, though, what matters a lot more, especially from a professional standpoint, is the actual student evaluations that you submit. Those actually do a significant amount for, for professional reasons. That affects hiring and firing kinds of decisions and tenure track stuff and all that. Why? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Rachel. Horsey. Rachel horse. Come on. Anyway, there we go. If this takes too much longer, I'm going to have to just do the final mission, and then I'll have to do another short one later on at some point for Evelyn Miller. Because I do really want to finish this quest line. But if it takes this long, we've been doing just this quest and wandering the world for an hour and a half. Kylie says, true. I'm pretty sure y'all would be able to tell which evaluation your class was mine. I will be perfectly honest, I usually don't read most of them. I'm confident enough in how I'm doing. I'll go through and I will mostly sift through for the negative ones.
Made it this far.
the meaningful negative ones, not just the
That's my lady.
he was annoying or whatever. Or I don't like his beard. The meaningful negative ones, I will go through for those, because those actually help me a lot. Personally, they help me to read, because I can learn from it. Hey, WizKid, how's it going? Welcome. We are trying to get the Evelyn Miller quest done. Didn't want to miss the finale. Yeah, we're trying to get the Evelyn Miller quest done before we actually start the last last quest. But we'll see if we actually can, if the next quest and quest line rocks or not. If the triggers rock. No, WizKid, unfortunately, Kylie is lying to you. You did not miss the horchata. It'll be Monday, like I said. I don't know. People who I fail typically call me annoying for, requiring to do at least a little bit of work. That's who calls me annoying.
Hey,
He expects us to read, which is that's just awful. Why would I read for a class that I'm paying for? Hey, it's another legendary animal territory. Let's see what one it is. If it's a big one, we can't do it. We'll have to come back. Oh, it's a wolf. Now, we can do that. We can do a legendary wolf while we're here. It's also turning into a hunting string. Cool. There we go. Dung.
got something. When you make these? A while ago?
Yeah, some of those papers I've sent, some of those papers I've talked to you guys about, and I've talked to my students about. Some of them are truly awful. They are very, very bad. So, don't discount the fact that I sometimes have to grade pretty poorly.
Okay.
It does happen.
You ain't that far.
I'll also say that if you look at my Rate My Professors page right now, you'll find an interesting new review claiming that or complaining, I should say. Erica, do you have the actual wording for it? If you either pull it up or can remember more or less what was said. Basically complaining that I allowed a student to say some pretty offensive things for the sake of for the sake of furthering discussion or something like that. Which, I mean, I guess so. But at the same time, I consider that to be a very good thing. In particular because, again, I do think that I know what the student was talking about in particular, because it turned into a discussion we had to have after class about difficult, troubling, and potentially offensive topics and stuff like that. And it was talking about, because we were talking about religious issues of religions and things like that, which can become sensitive, right? If it turns into, ding dong, your religion is wrong, then we don't want that. But we do want to be able to say, hey, this is an incorrect way of looking at the world, and here's why. No, I think this is the correct way of looking at the world, and here's why. Right? We do want to be able to say both of those things and to explain them very fully, because if you can't say them, and if you can't explain them fully, then you're just going to be, in general, just very confused about why you believe the things that you believe, right? Because if you can't explain it to somebody, if you can't defend it from criticism, then it's very hard to say, what's true and what's false, or it's very hard to defend your own claims. And I wouldn't even WizKid, I wouldn't even say poor BB doesn't like freedom of speech. I wouldn't even say that, although it might be the case. Again, possibly. As we have discussed issues of freedom of speech in that class as well, and there was a distinct side of the conversation, and if I remember correctly, the student who left the review,
I've changed my mind.
was on the sort of the more restrictive side of that discussion. But in any case, it's not so much that. It's that it's a willingness and a readiness to take criticism as an insult. So let me see. Oh, hey, this is a quote. Here we go. Erica, this is quoting from. I take it this is quoting from the Rate My Professor's review. The class is mostly Socratic style. Only thing I found negative was that he let this kid get away with saying things that were pretty offensive for the sake of, scare quotes, critical analysis. So if you're sensitive about hot button topics like ethics, religion, parentheses, big one in all caps, and art. Which is true. I talk about objectivity in art quite a bit. I assign rather scruple. Anyway, maybe not the class for you. Otherwise, Professor McCoy is really cool. So, overall, positive. And I even take the negative parts to be a positive thing. And honestly, the way it's phrased, I don't take this as demeaning or negative or anything like that. I think that this is a legitimate warning to give prospective students, because that's honestly perfectly fair. If you are ready to be offended, there's a fair chance that I will offend you. Or even if I don't, that somebody in the class might, because we're going to be talking about very important topics, and we're going to be taking them very seriously. And part of that means, challenging ideas. And sometimes, so I'll say what I was saying to my students at the time, that you should always assume that the person you're talking to has honest and benevolent motives. If there's any interpretation of what somebody has to say that is not insulting, you should assume that's what they mean. Rather than assuming that what they're saying is an attempt to demean or to dismiss, you should assume that they are taking the views that they are criticizing as seriously as you are as a defender of those views. And so what that means is that they are ready and willing to take them seriously, and to take a view seriously, you have to be able to criticize and defend it. And that's, I think, really key. So Kylie says, wow, yeah, I thought provocation is what the class is about, and getting people talking and having a discussion is part of the class. Yeah, absolutely. Kevin says, I'd love to be offended by anything, anything. I don't think I can be offended. WizKid says, kind of like Jordan Peterson says, let people speak because maybe they know something you don't, and vice versa. Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more with that. I think that's more or less behind most of my teaching philosophy. And again, even for students, right? I assume that most of my students know lots of things that I don't, and lots of things that each other don't. And so I'm more or less open to them discussing things as long as we're at least vaguely on topic. Until it turns into something like a shouting match, which has never really happened. Right? It's turned into a back and forth argument, but it's usually quite productive. So, yeah, I think another exercise that I would really like to run for any of my classes, and honestly, this is something that I will probably eventually talk about again, if and when we get to Mass Effect Andromeda, because there's a great scene there, or not a great scene, because this is how that game works. Is they have scenes they have little things with tons of potential that don't quite get followed through on very well. Kylie, I'll get back to your question. That's a good question. I will get back to it. Anyway, but there's a scene from Andromeda. If you've played Mass Effect Andromeda, it's the one between Liam and Jal. And what they're doing is confusing, first of all. It's not perfectly clear what they're doing. But a large part of what they're trying to do, according to them, according to the dialogue, is... Oops, I ran over a bird. I'm going to go pick it A large part of what they're trying to do is they are trying to figure out how to insult one another. They're trying to figure out what is offensive. Because they're two people from wildly different alien cultures. We have a human and we have an Angara. People from different galaxies who have no cross-cultural understanding at all, whose cultures are going to need to start interacting with one another. Okay, how do you do that? Well, you try and be polite, right? Well, here's the problem. How do you avoid offending someone if you don't know how to offend them? Right. So this exchange, in part, is Liam and Jal, probably my favorite squad mate and my least favorite squad mate from Andromeda. I don't know, Vetra might end up Jal. Either way. The two of them are trying to insult one another. They're trying to offend one another. So they can figure out what is offensive to each other in each other's cultural contexts. Because if you don't know that, then how in the hell are you going to know how to not offend someone? You know, it can trigger a diplomatic incident in a case like that. Oh my. I'm okay. I caught it. We're good. I'm glad I have a beard. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, but yeah, I do think that this is a thing that I would really like to do. Would be to get people to try to insult each other and try to offend one another. Because I honestly think that a lot of people can't do it. A lot of people do not know how to offend one another, especially people from a different cultural context, different political beliefs or different spiritual beliefs or whatever. They do not know how to offend one another. I can almost guarantee that nearly none of my students would be able to offend me. I am offensible. I am able to be offended. There are things that offend me. Most of them couldn't figure out how to do it, I'm sure. Oops.
Easy now.
I'm not going to run into a train. This is ridiculous. I'll just wait. Although, I will say, the guy who offended that student probably could, because he's actually quite similar to me. He's kind of, I'll tell you a story about him. Because we allowed for video conferencing in for classes. There was one class where he joined the class via Teams, Microsoft Teams, which, by the way, is awful. Don't use it.
You got a
Unless you
real
absolutely have to.
problem, don't you?
No.
Oh, relax, will you?
He joined via Teams from Epcot,
All that for what?
Disney World, wearing a Trump MAGA hat. And a Trump MAGA hat and a Donald Trump MAGA mask. I deeply enjoy that level of trolling.
You, mister!
Feelings of Trump aside, one way or the other, I greatly admire the boldness of joining a college classroom
Slow now.
with Trump paraphernalia all over yourself like that.
Hey, you! Please! You gotta help me! Mr. Abel's thugs. Been wanting us to sign our land over.
Okay.
Only this time I escaped, but they have my husband. They're gonna kill him.
Abel's thugs, huh? Where are they?
It's the stone farmhouse back there where I came from.
I'll head there now.
I'll see about finding more help.
Rifle time. Or not rifle. Actually, you know what? Rifle time. Let's see if I can snipe them. Guy and his dog. Oh, no. Oh, darn it. Should have just waited. Are you serious? Please don't tell me we're gonna do this again. Please tell me we're not crossing this train track again. This is ridiculous. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh shit. Alright, let's go. Let's gallop. Let's gallop a ride.
Whoa,
You don't sign this over, I'm gonna take a long time on you.
Just do it. You're gonna do it.
You see, we're used to a... Oh, you're real dumb.
Hey, untie me, will you?
All right. No problem. No problemo. All right.
Yes. Thank you.
WizKid says, I don't like to not be polite if I can help it.
Goddamn bastards deserve that and more.
Usually when I offend
see,
someone, it's
my
because I'm a
wife by the
dumbass.
kids.
So good luck getting me to do it on purpose.
Yeah, I saw her. West of here. She told me to come find you.
But that's the thing, honestly, right? You
Oh,
can't
thank
tell
God.
how not to offend somebody if you don't know how
Thank
to
you
offend
for
somebody.
hearing a call.
I really do think that it's very important to know how to offend people so you can know how to avoid it. Especially if you're in a delicate situation, you really need to know that sort of thing.
Beerus?
You really, really need to know that sort of thing. And it's an exercise that I love to run. You know, I know exactly how to offend quite a few kinds of people. Particularly, you know, the kinds of people who want to be offended in a class like mine. That's a Morgan. I don't need another Morgan. They're not great. On a similar note, no horny. I got the bonk stick. See, this is my shillelagh. Thought I would bring this on stream, just in case. Anyway, as promised, at some point, I did promise I would bring this on, just in case WizKid starts horny posting in the chat again.
Lady.
Anyway. So yes, Kylie's stories about my class are all very true, some of which are even recorded. They do, you're right, WizKid says, they make such an easy target of themselves. Yeah, they really, really do. They really do. Which, again, to be fair, is not necessarily a bad thing. If you broadcast what kinds of things offend you, then if people want to, in various situations, they can avoid them more easily, to be fair. But at the same time, you know, taking offense at things which ought not to offend you, or not intended to offend you, or even are intended not to offend you, is not a good way of interacting in such a situation at all. But yes, WizKid, please behave. No, I don't want to need to bonk. You don't want to have to. I'll do it. I don't know how, but I'll reach through the webcam with my shillelagh somehow. Either that, or when we play D&D tomorrow, I'll just TPK you guys. Probably not TPK you guys. Just repeatedly beat the living heck out of enemies. Anyway. Yeah. So the Kylie stories about my classes are all very true. I had the Nerf class. I did have a class about what makes a sandwich. Both of those you can also find somewhere on my channel. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna cinematic mode just for a moment so I can write down which ones of these I want to put in the description once we're done. Videos, Abolition of Man, Anselm, Sandwich, Nerf. The Nerf gun one actually was my lecture on Aquinas' 5 Ways. So if you have seen that one, you've seen roughly my Nerf lecture. That is true. Erica is the DM. I just help. I will occasionally run NPCs. But if I know our NPCs, especially... Oh, well, the Tabaxi aren't with us anymore, but they're not actually with the party anymore. But if they are any indication of how our NPCs behave, they have friendly fire turned on, so to speak. So, you know. They do tend to do that. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I here? Hold on. I don't want to do that. I want to go to the Trapper, who is down here. Then maybe by then, Evelyn Miller will finally be back. I can do the next stage of the quest, and then finally I will have a few minutes remaining to actually do the final main story quest, which I would like to actually do tonight. If I don't finish the Evelyn Miller quest line tonight, I will. I'll have to come back to it, and maybe I'll pre-record one. Just pre-record those parts, and put it up as a separate video, just so I can talk about it, so everybody can see what goes on, how it all wraps up.
We're heading through it, ain't we?
I mean, Jacques. You say Jacques would never hurt you, but he is a salty ex-pirate who is a more or less unstoppable badass who happens to be bald with tattoos. So he might hurt you. It's entirely possible.
Settle down.
Maybe not too readily, right? Maybe he wouldn't go out of his way to hurt you, but you know, if you were particularly annoying and or extra annoying, just maybe. I'm just saying, don't flirt with Jacques, or don't flirt with someone he's flirting with either. Those are bad choices. Yeah, actually, that's true. He did literally step over your body to get to pirates last time. So there's that. So maybe he wouldn't hurt you, but he might not necessarily help you. He does not, WizKid, he does not own the Salty Spittoon, but he's tough enough to get on. Oh wait, there's the Trapper, right there. Right there. Perfect. Alright, let's sell off all our pelts. Let's see if we have anything else to craft and stuff.
If you have an order to make it now. So, buying or selling?
Selling.
All right, let's have a look.
This kid says, I don't know if Emrys even knows how to flirt, to be honest. Yeah, maybe not. Probably not, honestly.
Sure.
Claw, rabbit pelt. Gila monster. Jeez, I forgot I had all this stuff. Oh my god. Legendary ram hide, black bear pelt, legendary wolf pelt. Okay.
Much appreciated. Should light.
Oh hey, I can go to Evelyn Miller's cabin now. Nice, and it's right nearby. Let's go do it. After I see if there's anything else I need to buy here. I don't think so, but let's
All
see.
made to measure.
None of that. None of that. Nah. Nah. Cougar. Jesus. Nope. Nope. Ooh. Nah. Eh. Nah. Nah. Love that. I want this. That's a nice coat. Nah. Nah. No. Nope. Nah. No.
You young bucks have it easy down here in the
Nah.
south.
Those are kind of nice, but
Bad-tempered most 4 days.
nope. Alright, nothing new I don't need. Nothing I really want.
Square meal.
Alright, let's keep moving. Let's go see Evelyn Miller.
You okay, girl? Let's go.
Hopefully actually finish this quest line. We'll see.
Hey, partner.
He's just WizKid says he just knows how to be majorly awkward. How to be majorly awkward and tongue-tie himself whenever he's forced to be the face. Yeah, I don't know why the wizard is the face of the party. That doesn't seem right. We have a paladin who really should be the face of the party, but her player doesn't necessarily want to be. Which is fair, which is perfectly fair, but listen, if you're going to play a charisma class,
Hey, how
should be
are
ready
you,
for that kind of
sir?
thing.
Never better, never worse. But I'm really in the.
Here, how about some more big game?
Mr. Miller, I brought some more food.
Good, good. I'll pick it up when I finish this part.
All right, well, I gotta return later with more, I guess. All right, well, let's go actually do our quest then. We'll come back later. WizKid says he doesn't like it. Talking about Emerus, WizKid's wizard character. He doesn't like it, but is too awkward to make Jindo overdo her damn job. Yeah, that is true. And Erica makes a good point. She says, I don't really care too much about stats, but how you want to play the character. That is true. That is true. Paladin, though, is one of those classes that kind of probably should be the face. With the exception of the other halfling paladin in our other game, who probably shouldn't be the face of the party. He is very much, he is a vengeance paladin, and he really does act like it. So maybe that shouldn't be the face of the party, you know? Zook, the bard, does a decent job of being the face. Let's cinematics so I can read some of these. Yeah, we did, Kylie. We're talking about D&D now, apparently. Erica says Sunday game, so this is the one with our Vengeance Paladin halfling. My rogue, Erica's rogue, is sort of the face. How long at the bard? Neither are that good with talking. That is true. Wizard is the diplomatic one. Kind of. He's also arrogant because he's an elf. Incredibly arrogant. This is fair, WizKid says. And Emerus is a loud character, in part because I'm a loud player. That is true. That's a good point. Honestly, I will say, Torvin is more or less the face of the party. The monk. The monk is more or less the face of the party somehow, but in part, again, that's because of his player. Emerus tries to be diplomatic, WizKid says, but isn't always successful. Very true as well. I agree with all of that. That is all a fair assessment. Yeah. He tries. Sometimes he succeeds. Often he does not. Hello, doggy.
All right, Rufus.
Hi, Rufus. Speaking of, Rufus is the name of the noble steed, war dog mount of our halfling vengeance paladin in our Sunday D&D game.
Their father had once been the bravest warrior in the world.
Sorry,
The end.
fellas. I'm gonna go shave. Hold on a minute. I assume there is a shaving kit in my room. I hope. Is there or no? If there's not, I guess I'm not gonna shave. But oh god, there's not. Why is there no shaving kit in here? No, that's a desk. There's not a shaving kit. Okay, well, I guess I can't shave. I guess John's rocking the beard for a little while. Erica says the rogue is for blunt, honest discussion. The bard is for BS and storytelling in situations where giving information isn't that important. The wizard is the one that is good with withholding information. Yeah, very true. There is no barbarian in either game. Thank God.
I love it.
Don't
I
even
truly
like that
love it.
combination. I don't.
Abigail, dear, what's for dinner?
What's for dinner? Away with you, you no-good parasite. You cook.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
John, come out here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hey, John. Abigail.
Sadie.
Charles. I found him. I found
Yeah, I've
Micah.
never played
No,
or played
I got
with a
lead.
barbarian.
One of his boys wanted for murdering
in the
a
3.5
woman.
game I did.
Been
I
seen
played with
drinking
one.
in Strawberry. If we can get to him,
was pretty multi-class,
he'll
but-
lead us to Micah. But I gotta go now. You coming?
No, he's not coming.
I will.
That's your business. His business is here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll ride with you.
No, I'm begging you. No! You risk all this? For what? For Micah?
All this wouldn't exist if it weren't for Arthur, Sadie, and all the folks that fell. If I let him go, this place ain't no more real than one of Jack's dragons.
I'm begging you.
And I'm begging you to understand. This is it. This is...
Please.
Please try to... I ain't got no other choice. Keep an eye on the place for me. Of course.
Please.
Let's go kill this son of a bitch then.
Well, all right, let's
Come on.
Let's
Get
go.
to Strawberry before he dries out.
all right. Well, let's go. John really cannot let go.
Which one of Mike's boys is it?
Clayton,
Which one was Cleet? The big one or the little one?
the one with the rat face.
My memory is they both had rat faces.
The little bastard with the rat face then.
Him? Yeah, he'll talk.
You're damn right he will.
Yeah, this is
We owe this to
consistently
Arthur.
John's problem.
You think Arthur cared about
Is that he
revenge?
tries
I'm
desperately,
not so sure. Especially not at the end.
He tries
cares
desperately
about
to settle
stopping
down,
Micah, and
but he
that's what
keeps
we're
getting
doing.
pulled back in,
I
both
hear you're
by
taking
people like
bounties
Sadie,
now.
I
and then
hear you're
also
building houses.
just
When
by
I'm not
himself.
killing
Like, he
old
can't
friends.
walk away.
Hell,
He cannot walk
nowadays
away.
I'm almost always killing old friends.
And WizKid
Old friends
absolutely
and
right.
new. Ain't that
The
right,
agony in Abigail's
Seems
voice is
that way.
heartbreaking.
You
it really
interested
is.
in bounty hunting, Charles? My last assistant was put out to pasture.
No, that work ain't for me. I think I might get out of here. Go north. Canada. Find a woman. Start a family, if I can. I see how that life... Well, I'd like to try it.
Hey, John, you've given him the family bug.
I thought we would have inspired him to a life of celibacy and isolation.
You know, I've been thinking I
Man,
might get
that's
out of
nice.
here too. Down South America, maybe? It's wild, but less mean, I guess. I'd run protection for a gold mine, or take up with a handsome revolutionary. I don't know. Something.
You weren't on
something
board.
else, at least.
That all sounds good.
Yeah, it all sounds real fine. But we got some business to take care of first.
And that's the explanation why they're not in Red Dead 1. Quick little explanation, but it does the job. All right, let's pick our guns because we need a repeater and I'd say our shotgun. Okay.
Okay, Strawberry, this is it. We leave our horses by the bridge, then we find him.
Okay. Wait, my guns. I need those. I just picked them out. Damn it. There we go. Sadie. Coming? Okay, there we go.
Okay, John, Charles, you take the other side of the river. I'll stay on this one. If we meet in the middle, we would have covered most of the town.
I mean, WizKid, I know it's not why, like, out of narrative, like, meta-narratively, it's not why. It's because the characters hadn't been invented yet. Fine, whatever, but I like that they at least get at least they give kind of an explanation or a
Been a
reason.
while. Shit. Stop that man! He's wanted for murder!
Hey, stop!
Can't escape us, Cleve! Ain't no point in trying.
Damn it. Bastard.
He got past.
Really? Kidding me. Nicely done, Sadie. All right.
Hello, Cleve. Remember us? Joe, you gonna take a turn?
Hey, we're all buddies, ain't we?
Sure, Sadie. With pleasure. Now, where's Micah?
Micah, I ain't seen you. Wait,
Sounds like a lie to me.
wait. Hey.
Where's Micah?
I don't know. I ain't seen him. We fell out.
That sounds like a lie to me.
You know what? I'm bored of this. Let's hang the bastard.
What?
Good idea.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Bring him up to the gallows.
No, shit, no!
Don't dig your heels in. Come on.
Stop. No, you
Move.
stay away.
Move, Sadie. Come on.
Climb.
I swear.
You heard the lady. Get up there. Keep moving.
What in the world? Okay, well, Sadie can teleport now. That's cool.
Come on, move.
Yeah, this gets, this
I
is
want you stood right here.
pretty metal, let's say.
Stop.
All right, string the no-good murdering bastard up.
All right.
Let's try this again. Where's Mike? Where's Mike?
I already told you I ain't seen him.
You lie.
It ain't my fault. He tried to kill me.
Where's Micah?
Talk, or I'll pull this lever.
Talk.
No. Stop! Wait. He's up in the mountains. I think he's up in Mount Hagen. He got a whole gang now. Bad man, doing bad things. I tried to stop him from murdering that little girl. We fell out. Honest. Please, I'm one of the good guys.
Hang him.
No. You got what you came for.
I can't do it, Sadie. Not like this.
Thank you, John. Nah. Come on now. You won't ever see me again.
I said hang him. As you wish.
Oh,
Piece of shit. Move on. Come on. A little rat said Mount Hagen.
okay, well. Okay, Sadie. That's,
Come on,
That's
girl.
pretty intense.
One more time.
So yeah, WizKid was saying how metal this was. Yeah, I
It's a long
agree.
ride. Let's finish this.
Micah, we're coming for you.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
I think he did. I think he told us the truth. Jesus. Sadie is a little bit crazy. She's like somewhere in between, like, this was not a 0 to 100 kind of real fast. This was more like Sadie was already on a scale of 0 to 100, crazy scale. She was, because remember, she had her husband murdered in front of her and was presumably abused. used, let's say, by the O'Driscolls, and then went on a crazy revenge spree against them, and has done a lot of this for quite some time.
Into the high mountains.
Lead the way.
She was already at like a 70 or an 80 on the absolutely batshit crazy scale. So. Oh, Jesus, okay.
There must be a sniper. Get in cover, quick.
You alive, Charles?
Oh, Jesus, come on.
John, be careful. We're racist bastard.
Oh! Let's try that again. I just got one-shotted right in the head. That's not great. Yeah, recall the O'Driscolls.
Get behind there. Shit. There's a break. Moving. Hey, get down.
Where the hell are those bullets coming from?
There. I'm making a run. I'll get shot.
Son of a bitch.
God damn it. I saw him, finally. Couldn't get a shot off fast enough. Alright, let's try it again. Let's try it again.
Hey, get down.
I see the bastard. Okay, I see him.
I'm moving. Stay behind.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. You can't shoot him. You gotta just move up. Alright, I'm not gonna skip checkpoint. That's bullshit. I hate that that's an option. I really do. I mean, I get it.
Hey, get down.
Shit.
Okay, moving. Stay behind there, John.
Son of a bitch.
There. I'm making a run. Take the shot.
You shot my friend, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna shoot you off that rock.
There we go. I just had to wait until she said I could.
Okay, let's go back to Charles.
Alright, let's make sure Charles is okay. He got to cover pretty good.
Hey,
Ooh.
you're okay.
Nasty
You're
shot.
okay.
I will be. Go on. Go on now. Move fast. They'll come down that hill and kill us all.
Come on, John.
I don't want to leave him.
Hey, they know we're coming now. I will be fine. I'll follow you up. I just can't move fast.
Nasty shot, man.
Shit.
I mean, it's not fatal. He got shot in the shoulder, which is rough, but he's not gonna die. He's not gonna die from it unless he bleeds out. It looks like he's got a handle on it.
Here they come.
Okay, come on.
Up on the cliff.
Which cliff?
Anyone with fucking belly?
You pathetic bastard.
You ride with fucking belly, you're a fool. Say shit.
There we go. Alright. That's a nice shot. You took care of it. It's alright. We're good.
There's a camp here.
It's not big enough. Knock rides with 10, 20 guys. Keep climbing till we find that tower tall I talked about.
Okay.
Alright. 10, 20 guys. I think we just killed like 8 of them. So. Brace up. Really? There we go. That is a big old swath of snow. I gotta say, I love the snow effects. Like the actual legit like footprints and things. Really nice. Gotta admire that. I'm working on it. The snow's getting pretty deep.
Get your hands off her!
Oh!
You all right?
Just fine.
You don't look too fine.
That's not fine.
You're bleeding pretty bad.
Ain't nothing.
You should sit down.
I'm fine.
You're dying.
I'll be fine.
Just sit. It's okay.
I ain't dying. I ain't.
I hope not.
That's a
I
nasty
ain't
stab.
dying. Just go get him. I'll be fine. I just need to rest.
Okay. Charles, stay with her.
Charles, you worry about yourself. I'll be up there in a minute.
Ain't you got a habit of just showing up?
Well, I got something to take care of, sure.
Just you left, is it?
Yep.
That was Joe. We gotta be close. I'm here for you. Where is he?
Man, I love the music. Alright, let's do this. God, I love the music. It's fantastic. Alright. Them two can take care of each other. We're gonna take care of Mike. Just here for Mike and Bell, but, you know, if I can kill a whole bunch of you guys anyway, along the way, with loads of explosives in here, use the hell out of them, because we might as well.
It's John Marston. Where's Micah?
All right.
Micah, come out here.
That is way more than 10 or 20 guys. So glad I made a bunch more split point ammo. Alright.
Micah. Shit.
Makes me want to listen to Acid Rock Wild West Edition now. Hey, what's wrong with that? There's no reason not to. Let's go for it. I think I'm blowing people's limbs off here with these explosive shells. Let's go with that. Miracle time. Wait a minute. Let's go up. Up and over, right? No, maybe not. Yeah, there we go. Up and around. Oh, Jesus. I really don't want to fall off the mountain at this point. Oh, God, that would be really bad at this point. Jesus. The snow is ridiculous. What is it? Oh, wait, okay, there's a sort of cabin thing. Alright. Nice skid to a landing. That was pretty spectacular. Alright. Peter. This is clean. Yeah, it totally would be pretty anticlimactic if I just kind of slid off the mountain now. No? Okay, fine. Alright, here we go.
Michael, you're here. Come out.
Hello, Scarface.
He got out
Did
of
you
it
miss
quick,
me?
Jesus.
Not much.
Been a few years. How's that, whore of yours?
She's good. Didn't reckon I should waste my time killing you. But I felt different.
So it seems. Well, maybe after all this is over, I'll go pay her a call. And the boy.
Whatever you say.
I got more men coming, John! You just run away!
I look forward to meeting them.
Ah, Jesus.
Almost! I'll try that again, won't you?
You know what? I'm going with explosives again.
Come take it!
Jesus, really? What is this?
Come on now, Micah. At least die like a man.
Hellfire.
Nicknames
Just
again,
like
Whiskey.
old
You got a
times.
point.
Come on. You turn around and start walking.
You got me! Just like old times. All manner of folk paying social calls.
Hello, son. Mrs. Adler. It's been quite a while.
Now, John. Now, what were you saying?
Yeah, she really should have just shot him. You're absolutely right.
Dutch and I are teaming up once more. We got money. We got dreams. Join us, John. Join us.
Let her go.
Now, I can't do that, John.
Dutch. Dutch, come on now.
You shot at me, son.
You started. You betrayed.
Yes, Kylie. That's
I
Dutch.
could say the same as you.
Dutch Vanderbilt.
I was trying to do my best. You just cared for yourself.
I think differently.
Join us. Join us, John.
Let her go! She ain't well.
I don't want to kill you, John.
Arthur saved my life. More than once.
Arthur's been dead a long time. This is a new century.
Dutch. Dutch. We all did our best for you. Ain't our fault things turned out the way they did. Dutch, killing me won't solve nothing.
Put down your gun, Marston!
Say something, Dutch. Say something!
I ain't got too much to say no more.
There we go.
You shot me. You shot me pretty good.
Thank you.
Shooting him repeatedly in the face, I gotta say, was very satisfying. What I've been waiting this whole damn game to do.
You okay?
Fine.
You're crazy.
I hope so. Help me up.
Let's go get Charles.
There's money. Lots of money. In the cabin is Blackwater.
I'll go see.
Hurry up. I got a wedding I want to go to.
Oh man, that's so nice. Money from Blackwater. Rat bastard had it the whole time. Well, either had it the whole time or he went back to get it. I think he had it the whole time. I don't want his nasty guns, WizKid. That is disgusting. He's touched him. Ugh. Nah. Let's go home. Let's get married. Not to each other. Nice and settle down now that things are dealt with. Kelly says, I love how he just shrugged and then flopped on the ground. Well, I did shoot him 4 times directly in the face. So, you know, that's understandable.
Jack, Uncle, come out here!
It's over, Abigail. It's all over.
I'm going to where the sun burns and the heat stays in command. Come and lay by my side, right here.
The end.
To where the river turns to dust and God is never rushed. Come and lay by my side, right here. Red, I love you and the world.
Yeah, WizKid, it's a good point. It's a fitting end. I like how arrogant he acted at the very end. Does make one wonder why Dutch shot Mike. I guess, I mean, John got through to him, right? That had to be it. He saw what he was doing. He saw that Dutch finally had just a tiny little moment of clarity. And he really starts to get a little bit more clarity by the time the first game rolls around. But man, it's he sees what Mike has been doing to him.
I can't stay no more. Come and lay by my side right here.
But
Red, I need you.
We saw what was going on. Eventually, finally, took him long enough. But
when I see you behind the glass, I forget that I'm in the cage. They bring me to Sunday Mass, but it
yeah, Kylie, maybe. It might have been, right? I mean, this whole game is Arthur's story, even though this part is about John Marston. The whole thing is Arthur's story. So, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it was mentioning Arthur. It really did it, because like I said, he had that lasting loyalty to Arthur. And he knows that Arthur, first of all, died right in front of him. And died to save John and to give him a life. And then Dutch just goes off and fades into somewhere in between obscurity and more outlawry, I suppose, but still comparative obscurity at least. This kid says, I think he just finally had enough of Micah. Some part of him realized how much he ruined everything. That's very true. I mean, really, if you look at the whole story of the game, right? The whole game just sort of starts falling apart as soon as Micah joins the gang. Because right after Micah joined the gang, Blackwater happened. And then everything that we just saw over the past 31 streams, this whole long story, every damn bit of it was Micah's fault. Every damn bit of it was Micah's fault. And ultimately, I mean, yeah, other people contributed, obviously. There were the Pinkerton bastards. There was Dutch being stupid. There was Arthur making bad choices, right? All of that, sure, fine. But yeah, Micah messed it up. Messed it up bad. I would really like to see a Red Dead 3 eventually. I'm sure this will happen in a long time, but I'd like to see a further prequel of a Red Dead 3. Maybe play as Dutch. Dutch organizing the gang and getting it together, and then eventually finding and recruiting Micah to help with this job at Blackwater, and it ends with Blackwater going horribly wrong. And then the epilogue is getting up into the mountains and meeting back up, and you get to play as Arthur again for a little bit to meet back up with the gang. See, that'd be neat. That'd be really. Oh, look who's here. Say hello. This is Erica, who's slightly off frame, and this is Michael. Hello, Michael. And there's our Pinkerton bastards, right? Hey, buddy, what are you eating? Is it just your hands? It's just your hands. All right, well, that's fine. You can do that. Oh, it's my hand now. I'm gonna eat my. Okay, you're eating my hand. That sounds good. That's fine. Good buddy. Oh, he said, Yeah, that's true, WizKid. I mean, it wouldn't work. Dutch never really finds redemption. That's true. I don't know if there's any more story to be told. I mean, there is. I mean, you wouldn't have thought there was after the first game, but they made a completely new, amazing character with Arthur Morgan. If it wouldn't work with Dutch, you could have a new character who dies at Blackwater. Maybe, what's her name? The woman in the gang, I forget her name, who gets shot at Blackwater, and have that be the end. That'd be neat. And then epilogue is Arthur. That could be neat. Hey, buddy. Everybody says hello. Everyone is saying hi. Little Michael. I'm gonna tip the camera down so you guys can view it. So I can actually lean back and get comfy. This is one of my favorite tracks in the soundtrack of this game. I love this one. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Oh yeah, this is from Kylie. Squeeze. You remember Kylie? Yeah.
The day is done, the time's come.
Where are you going?
You battled hard.
He's very active, in case you guys did not know this, as you can see.
You did your worst, you tried your best. Now it's time to...
It's alright, Charles is leaving. He's gonna go start a family. You know how it does.
Now it's time to rest.
San Denis keeps on keeping on as it always does. Yeah, WizKid says, I agree, I love the vocalizations in this part. Speaks to my soul. Yeah, absolutely. It's that idyllic wilderness kind of thing to it. It reminds me a little bit of Down by the River to Pray from what's the movie? The one with George Clooney and stuff. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Yes, thank you. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? That is the one. It's that kind of sound to it. That kind of nice, calm stuff. Oh, it's Mary. Right? It's Mary, yeah. Yeah, I think so. And it is really melancholy, too. It's just delightful. Oh, I know. He's getting so big so quick, isn't he? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at him stand. He's standing. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys heard that. Yeah, we're going to the doctor's tomorrow morning. He's going to weigh him, and he's going to be gigantic and enormous and way too big because we McCoys, we produce giant offspring. I've mentioned, I don't know if on stream, but I've mentioned that I'm about 6'1". My dad is 6 foot. He's about an inch shorter than me. He is the shortest man in his entire family. He's got brothers that range from like 6'3" or 4 to like 6'7". Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Oh no, you're getting tickled. You're getting tickled. Poor robot, he got tickled. Hi, bud. Hi, dear bud. Sorry about the thudding into the microphone and stuff. Oh yeah, that's right, Kevin. No manlets in this family. Well, I don't know. Look at him. He is rather compact and stocky. So I don't know. Maybe he got the mom's genetics a little bit. Comes from a not as tall family. Admittedly, not nearly as short as my mom's family. My mom's whole family is absolutely tiny. But look at this guy. He's built like a little compact potato. Let's just go with potato. Let's go with potato. He's our little spud. Little tater tot. Look at him. Listen to him hyperventilate. Hi. Are you getting tired from standing? Is that it? Whoa. You trying to type? You typing at me? Hand him my new controller. Let him hold that. Give him something to grab onto. Which, by the way, I got a controller, so when we do get around to Dragon Age... Nah, don't put it in your mouth, little butt. When we do get around to Dragon Age Inquisition and or Nier Automata, this will be very helpful. Here, put your hands on... Not in your mouth, buddy! Oh my gosh. Play with the joysticks. Press buttons. the buttons. So now I can do that, which is nice. And, hey, Star Wars Squadrons as well. Any of my audience or any of my friends, fans, students, etc. want to give that a try, particularly after grades are submitted. Feel free to let me know. It's a nice little thing. It is corded, if that matters to anybody. It's just I don't have a cord plugged in, so he can play with it. Whoa. You are just fascinated by things. But don't please not in your mouth, buddy. Oh, man. WizKid says, gotta pick up Nier. Fantastic game. You mean I've got to pick it up? I've already been given it by, I don't know what he goes by nowadays on the YouTube, but last I checked, I think it's Rallyopteril, our current DM in our Star Wars game. He picked it up, and that is next on the docket after we finish Mass Effect 3. So that'll be our Monday game in a few months when we're done with Mass Effect 3. We're going to be doing Nier Automata. I'm gonna mess it up every time. With this thing, I'm probably, and I mean, it partially depends on what character class I'm going to play, but I'm partially going to be using this for Dragon Age Inquisition as well. Because I will say, I have played, oh yeah, Kylie definitely hugs to Saoirse. She's sleeping, but when she wakes up. But yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition is basically unplayable as a melee class on mouse and keyboard. It's not good. So I would like to at least, even if it's just squad mates and companions, right? I would like to play in a controller for my melee people. Yeah. Oh, WizKid. Yeah. I have heard nothing but good things about it. So I haven't heard a ton about it, but all I've heard has been good, and I look forward to giving it a shot. I also have heard lots of things about how philosophically fascinating and interesting it is, and things about questions of identity and all kinds of stuff that we will, I'm certain, get into at that point. WizKid says, babies are incredible. I don't understand how people can not want them or souls. Indeed, absolutely. Like, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at how fascinated he is by things. It's Pearson, yay. Pearson over in Rhodes. Good man. I love to see how people are doing. This is just nice. This is just nice. Oh, he's doing well. Oh, and he's got a photograph of everybody. Oh man, that's so great. That's great. And like I said, now that we're basically done with the story, not basically, we are done with the story. Every once in a while, I might come back to this for a short stream, like do an hour or so one evening if I got time, short notice kind of thing. Or if y'all want to do, if anybody wants to jump into the multiplayer of this, I'd love to give it more of a try. I've tried it a little bit. I actually I customized a character to look like me, and it looks, I would say, almost disturbingly like me. So that'll be fun, having me on the face cam and then me just wandering around shooting revolvers and stuff. So that'll be a good time. If anybody can, if you're interested in that sort of thing, feel free to reach out and let me know. One of these days, I'd like to do that. Same with the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. I always love that. Since I'm playing Mass Effect 3 on stream Mondays, I'm always happy to dedicate some time doing that sort of thing. Yeah, Kylie says about the little wonderful ball of joy that I have here chewing on my hand. Exactly. Who wouldn't want to have a little one who is literally half you and half your favorite person, who is, by the way, still right over there, saying hello. Get to teach them things about the world. Yeah, that is incredible. It's like, one of my favorite things about little kids, about kids in general, is that everything is new. Everything is a wonder. It's that outlook on the world of everything being incredible, everything being new, everything being wonderful is something that I wish we could more easily recapture as adults. Oh my gosh, is that the guy? Is that the son of the guy who Arthur caught tuberculosis from? Was that him? That might have been him. Yeah, and yeah, honestly, WizKid, it's got to be. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of it. It's one of those. You know, it's misinformed or propagandized or trauma. You know, because look at this dude. Look at this little dude. Look at him eating my finger. He's munching away. You're munching away, aren't you? Yeah. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. Kyla says I wouldn't be the best player, I'd probably get killed up at times. That's fine. That's fine. I don't honestly. There are especially for Mass Effect, if you wind up picking up 3, even if it's just for the multiplayer. There's a lot of times when it's on sale as well. So like check like Steam Winter Sale and coming up and that kind of thing. Even if you suck at it, there's like different tiers of difficulty for the multiplayer. So yeah, absolutely. And as far as multiplayer in Red Dead goes, a lot of it is just wandering. It's just riding through wherever. The whole open world is available to it. Really, really cool. Yeah, WizKid says they're blessed kids, meaning they're blessed with the zest of life. Ignorance is bliss in the most positive way. Not just ignorance, but willingness and openness to learning new things. Right? This little guy, this little dude, there's so much of the world that he has no idea about yet, and he can't wait to figure it out. That is amazing. That is the kind of wonder that I think we all really ought to aspire to. Honestly, I mean, just looking at, like, you know, both fictional and real characters that have this kind of wonder as adults, it's the kind of wonder you see in, like, Doctor Who, with the Doctor. Right? It's that, look at the universe. Look how incredible everything is. And this is honestly, like, this is, I think, something that 11 just gets spot on right. Matt Smith's Doctor. It's so incredible. Just, like, it's that childlike wonder about all of the world, you know? It's something that I think we really have to recapture as adults. Of just noticing the incredible little things about just the stuff around you. You know? Like, whiskey. I mean, forget the whole intoxicating stuff, but like think of the incredible effort that goes into this. This is distilled. This is first of all, you know, all of the harvesting that goes into this. This is distilled, which is an incredibly bizarre, brilliant process. And then this was aged in. This one is aged in coffee barrels. Stout barrels. Coffee stout barrels, which is itself made with coffee beans. So this little thing, this little half a shot left of whiskey is just, this is great. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. Amen. WizKid, not c'est la vie. What is it? It's thirst for life, whatever the French phrase is for thirst for life. But like, you know, even all of the things that go into any little thing we experience are just incredible to think about. And this little dude, don't grab my whiskey. This little dude's fascinated by everything there is. Everything that exists is utterly fascinating to a tiny child. Because it's the first time they've ever encountered it. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Whoa! Woo! What's your foot doing? Ooh, now he's dancing. Look at him dance. Kylie says, plus you get to pass on your absolute favorite things and passions to them, as well as familial heritage and history. Yeah, absolutely. One of Saoirse's favorite things. Well, it comes and goes how favorite of a thing this is, but it's something I got her for her last half birthday, which was a blanket-size cloth map of Middle Earth, because we were reading The Hobbit. And she would always get distracted from the story and want to go look at the maps in the front and in the back of the book. And so I got her a giant map that she can hold on to and that she can look while we're reading. And just look at it and say, oh yeah, there's the spiders in the forest, and this is where Bilbo lives, and this is where they met Elrond, the elves, and all of that kind of stuff. And this is where the trolls are. It's great. It's a wonderful little thing to just see kids get involved into stories and things. Involved into life. Okay, and here we go. We have the prelude into some Pinkertons tracking down John. Whiskey says, yeah, life is nuts, crazy, terrible, awe-inspiring and dizzying and absolutely. It's wonderful. It's terrible, it's wonderful, it's all that all at once. Look at this little guy. Look at him. Little lion in his little pocket. Yeah, look at that. Little thing. Hey, buddy. How are you? I was almost worried I wouldn't have enough to talk about over the credits, but thanks to this little guy, I think we're doing fine. Oh man. Oh yeah, Wizkid. She 100% understands. She's like 2 and 8 or 9 months now. She is ridiculously smart. She can basically re-narrate the story of a lot of the shows and movies that she's watched a bunch of times. Like, she knows what's coming up and can re-narrate what's about to happen. Oh, and she started to sing the Winnie the Pooh song, for example, as well. Yeah. Stuff like that. We were watching the Winnie the Pooh, the Heffalump movie from a few years ago, and she's seen it probably, 20, 30 times, probably. What would you think? Something like that? Probably, yeah. And when something is about to happen, like when there's something suspenseful going on and like there's about to be a scare, she'll tell me what it's going to be. Like, it's just Eeyore. It's okay, it's just Eeyore. Like, I think she's concerned that I'm scared about what's coming up because I haven't seen it as many dozen times as she has. And it is absolutely adorable. She's got like a fully developed capacity for empathy. She's got a fully developed memory. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, absolutely. I can talk about these little monsters for forever. Yeah.
That sounds so sorry.
I don't know if you guys heard that. But yes, she hurts Michael a little bit. She beats him up a little because, big siblings, how they do. Apparently, I'm an only child, I wouldn't know, but apparently siblings beat the living hell out of each other just on a regular basis. So I'm told, and so I observe. But she sounds so sincere when she realizes that, oh, he's crying and it's her fault, and she feels so sad. It's not funny. It's not funny, and I can't laugh. I can't laugh because then she'll think she's doing something funny instead of doing something bad. She learns that stuff way too well. Hey, we even got scenes from down south. That's cool. Man. Kylie says Mom loved Winnie the Pooh. That was the majority of entertainment in childhood because Mom had Winnie the Pooh everything. Everything for me. Winnie the Pooh and Charlie Brown.
Yeah, that's right.
Jeez, yeah, I know, right? He's going after my beard. But yeah, no, Winnie the Pooh, she has seen basically everything Winnie the Pooh there is. We watched the show from like the late 80s and early 90s from when I was growing up because I always watched that as a kid. We watched that a bunch of times. We've watched all the movies, especially the old one. I think the Heffalump movie might be your favorite. Whoa! Here he goes. What is this? It keeps going, hitting the microphone. I'm not very happy. Oh, is that Rainsfall? The native chief guy? Yeah, it is. It is, I think. Yeah, it is. Oof. Wizkids. Kylie says, oh yeah, ask Mom and my aunt about when we were little. It was brutal is what they were, what they've told me, yeah. Eagle Flies the Sun did. Yeah, that was his father. Yeah, that was his father, Rainsfall.
Yeah.
Rainsfall. Yep. Oh, jeez. Yes, she has seen Piglet's Big Adventure many, many times. That's one of her top 5 at least.
I don't know if you noticed that detail when you go to confront Micah right before he comes out of the house and see a rat running across the...
Yeah. Wonder if that's because Mike is a rat. Because, I mean, there's a lot of, like, rat symbolism around him. Talking about his gang, like, they're rat face and they're rats. And I think in a lot of scenes, like, I know when you rescue him from the jail, there's a bunch of rats around. Like in Strawberry with Arthur.
There's a lot of that rat symbol.
Oh, yeah.
Where there's always a rat when someone's either about to die or someone's being a traitor.
Right, yeah, that's true. There's a lot of parallels to The Departed. I think he might be done with me. Or he's just running around. He just wants to run around. Oh, Kylie, yeah, we're probably going to introduce him to Harry Potter at some point. There's a super ridiculous toxic culture around it nowadays, but man, they were good books. They were good kid books. No, you're right, WizKid. Mike is definitely not a good rat. Just so you know, by the way, that was the good rat thing. That did not originate from me. I can take no credit for the good rat meme. That is entirely from EFAP, Every Frame a Pause, Mauler's podcast. So if you wanna hear more nonsense about good rat, go watch EFAP. Yeah. In my video, there's one of the EFAP podcasts linked in the description. That is the one that originated that stupid meme. So. Yeah, and WizKid, I absolutely agree. Harry Potter isn't bad. The fandom's toxic, as are a lot of fandoms tend to be that way. No, I got him. He's cool. He's just flipping himself all over the place, which is fine. Oh, it's okay. If you want him back, you can. You can have him, but he flippity floppity. I'm gonna let the credits roll out because again, we got we got like 2 minutes until midnight, so whoa. This was like perfect timing, I do have to say. I forgot how ridiculously long the credits were because there's so many voice actors. Like this game. Alright, you can go. A lot of RPGs tend to reuse voice actors, but based on what I was seeing in the credits here, Red Dead has like unique voice actors for so many minor roles. Like remember Joaquin Arroyo from last week, the Del Lobos guy who we brought into the sheriff, who the sheriff then shot. Oh, this is another really good one. Say bye-bye, everybody. I'll be done soon, I think. So, yeah, that guy had his own voice actor. Him and so many other of the Del Lobos and so many of the other just random bandits had their own voice actors. That's amazing. Like somebody came in for like 2 lines of dialogue. That's nuts. It's a really impressive game. But yeah, WizKid, don't worry. I'm pretty sure the full soundtrack plays, and I'm fairly certain the full soundtrack isn't more than maybe 20 minutes or so, and it's been 15. So, don't worry. This is another really good one. This is another, like I said, really good soundtrack. I love so much of the soundtrack of this game. It's so good. Although I will say, if what's the one? There's the one that the one that plays when you're on your way, like when you get back from Guarma, where you're riding your horse back to Shady Bell. That song is copyrighted. I know this because I had to challenge a copyright claim on that video. So if that comes on, we're gonna have to mute and then probably wrap it up. Anyway, I am gonna stick around. You guys feel free to head out. We're about wrapped up. But I am gonna stick around till the end of the credits, unless, like I said, unless that one song comes on that I know is copyrighted, that I know is gonna get my video claimed, taken down, or whatever. Otherwise, I'll stick around to it. Kylie says, "Good night, everyone. Love the live stream and can't wait for the next one. Good night, little Michael. Good night, Saoirse. Good night to Pam." And yeah, no, a lot of them great lullabies. A lot of the like traveling to new parts of the world kind of things. Like this one, I See the Fire in Your Eyes is the other one. The other one that I commented on that I think is honestly absolutely my favorite. It's a great, nice, calm, relaxing prairie song, you know. It's just so much of the soundtrack of this game is just delightful. It's just gorgeous. Oh, and here we go. Here are the here's the music credits. Oh, and of course, Willie Nelson's Cruel World, which is just great. I forget the one with the house building song. I forget what that one is, but it's so good. That scene is just so phenomenal. It's just that down home. It's that down home happy. I'm starting my life, you know, which is just it's knowing that this game, that the next game, meaning the previous game, does not exactly end on the happiest note. This one sure does. It really makes it melancholy at the same time because it's, you know, it's you know that John's story is not going to have an ultimately happy ending, but man, at the same time, it does for now. It really does for now. And it tells you that there is so much joy to be had in the world right now with the way things are. The way things are going, even if you know that it's not going to last forever, and maybe because you know it's not going to last forever, you know. And like WizKid says, melancholy. It fits so well with his music and everything. But we often think of melancholy as just being sad, but there is an incredible joy to it too. It's knowing that there is a dark context to things, and knowing that things will not necessarily all turn out perfectly, and even knowing that if things won't turn out well, even knowing things will turn out badly, there's a joy to be had in the right now. It's incredible that they managed to have this game have a happy ending. Have such an incredibly happy ending. Even knowing that, you know, most people who play this game know how the first game goes and know that John Marston's life is going to turn around for the worse. Even if it's fine even if he manages to help his family, it's still, you know, it's a tragic end, but it's not yet. It's not right now. This is a happy ending if I've ever seen one for a Western. And no, WizKid, I'm great. I know I'm sounding really almost sad and melancholic and pensive, but there's something beautiful about it, you know? And it's not even just that, right? You can have the keep on keeping on because it's the right thing to do. You can have that be the ending if you ride off into the sunset and the game is done. But this is, you know, it's that happy ending and they all lived happily ever after kind of thing, even though you know it's not ever after. But knowing that they lived happily for as long as they did, and knowing the moments that they had that were happy, that's enough for it to be a happy ending, I think.
All right, John Marston. Since you bought this millstone around our necks, we better try and keep this place going.
I paid our debts with that money. I
don't want to talk about that money. No more that...
It's over, Abigail.
I'm sure. Then get to work on this ranch you own and raising your boy.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Are you being sarcastic, John Marston?
Me? Never.
Good.
Anyway, I thought you liked this place.
No, John, I don't like it. I love it. It's home.
You know, that is about the happiest ending I could ask for a game like this. All right. That's all the time we got for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me through these 31 episodes of Red Dead Redemption 2. Like I said, I hope to begin Dragon Age Origins next Thursday, which is just as deep, maybe not as emotionally impactful, because holy crap, this is like a train hitting you right in the heart. But oh my gosh. But man, I'll tell you what. I will say I am gonna have a lot of trouble deciding what character origin to play for Dragon Age Origins. So I'm gonna put up a poll for it probably tomorrow, asking you guys what you think. I'm torn between human noble woman, so she can become Queen of Ferelden after romancing after marrying Alistair, or the human male mage. So that, and of course, romancing Morgan, and because mage is the best class in the game, and it's actually a good time to play. It's actually enjoyable. But anyway, because I haven't actually finished the game as a rogue or a warrior. Anyway, that is going to be a poll that'll come up tomorrow. Come back on Monday for more Mass Effect 3. We're going to be continuing along on there. We're probably going to meet some more old friends. We're going to be going back to Tuchanka. Presumably, I think that should be on Monday to see what maybe Grunt is up to see what Rex is up to, all of the Krogan, and maybe see some more familiar faces as well. And yes, I know. Oh, look, we already have a fight going on. Well, you guys get to duke it out in the comments of the poll that I'm going to post up tomorrow, and so you guys can argue for it. So I will put something up for that tomorrow. Otherwise, look forward to a semi-joking video on paper writing, and more live streaming on Monday. Back to Mass Effect 3. Thank you all again for joining me for this very, very, very long journey, which was, I think, nearly 100 hours, honestly. My rule of thumb for getting a game is that I expect at least 1 hour of gameplay per dollar I pay, and good Lord, this was definitely worth the investment, because this is also the second time I've played through it too. Last time I put at least this much time in. So anyway, like I said, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for joining me through all of this, and I'll see all of you later. Have a good night, everyone.